Basically, she dropped the $100 bill in one of the aisles of this game store. I picked it up, and I remember wanting to give it back, but I was there to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I had recently lost all my good cards to my friend in a bet, so this was a miracle of sorts to make a solid comeback. So I kept it. I thought the woman had left the store, so I went to go purchase my cards. Right as I gave my money to the cashier, she walks up behind me watching me buy my $100 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This isn't a normal thing to do. She said nothing, though, and I left to go buy her items, so I didn't have to see the look on her face when she realized. There is no doubt in my mind that once she realized she was $100 short, she would make the assumption it was the kid in front of her in line who spent $100 on cards. I just want to say, I am a different person now.
Hey, I once nicked 20 off my parents. To buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the addiction hits everyone at some point.
A painting. My brother found a wallet with $500. He actually did.
Return it. She gave him $100 for returning it.
He got himself some really nice name brand sneakers. They didn't return it.
No way, man, you continue, just leave it there, rip.
Indeed, I was severely hooked low.
Damn, I found the dude's wallet with over 3K in it, along with his wedding band.
And the dude gave me $1 as a reward.
I won't return it either. I would use them every night though. I am sure he did have fun just watching.
Not stonks.
Aha, felt the intense feeling when she was right behind you.
One time, like 4 years ago, I was walking to a party, and I found 300.
I was on the street for the first time in my life. I was the one buying the drinks for my friends lol. Best way to get to your goal. About a week ago I was cleaning my room, and found $50 that I
never knew was missing behind the drawer. Not really that related, but
just wanted to share my exciting story.
This is why I joined the sub. I am honestly surprised the lady didn't too. Make a comment about your balls dragging on the floor.
Dude's going to be working chores for about 4 years before he can use that stuff.
I hope your parents can realize they're setting up your brother for
failure. Has gonna have a real rough time when others don't give in to
His BS as an adult or hell just get worse.
Arguably better than ditch stress. Had a teacher who did this. Everyone was getting A's on the tests.
I remember I got my ass kicked for spending $20 on apps.
When I was younger, your parents are certainly pushovers low. I
Would be homeless if I did that.
gives them a concept of how much time it takes to work for one lol.
Oh my gosh, one time, when I was 4 years old, when I got to the buying drinks part, I realized I had misread.
I found $41 Christmas Eve, looked around and saw no one frantic.
Picked it up and went to my car, $41 richer.
Yeah man, I learned my lesson, haha.
Literally loot boxes for leveling up. Your parents are devious. I see you have read Trump, the art of the deal.
Pushovers and wealthy, not a good combo.
I mean, this dude definitely valued it more enough to keep the 3K.
$3,000. Fuck, I'd have to move to Mexico or they never
would have found the body.
I lost $61 in a parking lot on Christmas Eve. Wait.
No, I just saw my older brother's friend making tons of money and
wanted to try it. I sold weed until I reached the number I wanted to be at.
Then stopped and never did it again.
I love it when I find money I didn't even know I lost it.
Basically free money in my head.
I think it's for the best. A reality check is due. Wind us howling.
Elon, is that you?
I don't think she would immediately blame a little kid in front of her who happened to be spending $100.
But what's more important is, did we get any good cards out of this?
What if you always come through?
King moment.
I can imagine her thinking that we stole the money from her.
Place of power should find the fastest route to it. You just activated my trap card heron.
Did you just put the $sign and say dollars?
What is the point in replying with all now?
Most people also do more work than an 11-year-old doing household chores. This was like 20 years ago. Orange-haired chronic was the standard, but the Kush was 25. For Graham, you must not be familiar with the old market. Damn, I used to get bribed with Pokemon cards to do my homework each week.
Don't take the cash and say you found the empty wallet. Getting your ID back is the real reward.
Fully understand my dad is Russian. I very much understand control beating haha.
Where's the dumbus who paid you $25 a G?
The $sign goes before the number and not sure why, but them's the rules. Greater than rip rip rip.
Your mom did you dirty for not getting you singles.
Should let him keep it.
Do you remember what episode Jeremy Kyle is one of my guilty pleasures? Trashy reality TV is hilarious.
Objection!
The kid is 11, not 21. The parents have plenty of time to still step
In and help him get past this behavior.
What a Chad.
No, the earlier you start, the easier it is.
How do you get it out?
$3 will just imagine if you kept it.
So many Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That cat's pot of weed.
Place of power better draw from it.
Are you daft? Since when is it a child's job to parent their sibling? They
Live in a different country and am doing my own thing always.
my child, but I won't raise theirs.
MGL, I would be hella suspicious if my kid somehow had $200 and on top of that they spend it at Toys R Us. I would like to debate.
That's just bad parenting. You return it or make him give it to poor kids for Christmas. You activated the LP trap card.
Found a $100 bill when I was like 13 and there was hoard around.
That's a worker lost one. All my friends convinced me to give it back, which I did, and I still have regrets about it.
How many Yu-Gi-Oh cards does a $100 buy? I know a group of kids who stole cartoons from the now closed local.
What worst they got for it was grounded from going to a weekly tournaments for like 3 weeks.
Your mum had no issue with this.
Holy SHT, thank you for 2K. This is my first real post on Reddit. That's Gambly, thanks all. He screamed and shit. That seems like an overreaction for an adult. Lost to Yu-Gi-Oh kid. How much did a pack cost? I wanna know how
Much your mum played you.
I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh specifically, but most TCG packs run in the ballpark of $4 each these days.
Yeah, this was back in the day where buying or selling weed
Was done himself with blackout tint. Shit was serious back then.
pretty big sentence if you were caught dealing.
Damn, kinda wanna know what happened with your mom and the family though.
That's why he had 3K in his wallet and the
Other guy now only has 400.
Yay, well, that's what emotional blackmail and a sexual incident with your father does to you.
Input fueled a lot of Yusito Kaiba's buying your way to power. The heart of the cards is with me always.
I tribute summon dank magician.
It's just the proper way to write it.
I think I read screamed and shit wrong there. Was slightly worried, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Now that little shit will mouth off to someone who will straight up deck him.
Hopefully it will teach the dipshit a lesson.
You could get a pretty godly computer for $3,000.
I don't get how a Switch Galaxy and a few games is $3,000.
Truth, they should make these things illegal. That's fucked up.
If you were there to buy cards, then why didn't you spend your money on them too? Like, if you walked in with $10, then found $100, won't you just buy $110 worth?
This is more what I meant, lol.
She didn't question where a person young enough to want. Bionicles got $200 from out of the blue.
From what I've heard, it is so that it's harder to change dollar.
Amounts on things like checks $1,000 can easily get changed to $11,000, but it is much more difficult to change $1,000. Some places put the $sign after the number.
No, it's not low. You want your kids to learn that hard work helps you. By telling your girls, giving your children an incentive to work hard a day.
Being age isn't easy.
It's positive reinforcement for doing the correct thing. That is literally the best form of parenting also, how you teach pets to behave.
Well, I'm saying we're not talking about an adult here, we're talking about a child, and if the parents can. Bro's fine, they still have years to try and teach him some proper respect and life skills.
Ignore that dumbass lol, it's not worth it.
Then you can get so much more for $3,000. He got a new TV screen.
And some RTX 2080 seconds with that.
And did she get a refund? She didn't let him keep the stuff, right?
I found 2 coins on the street in the same spot in London. 1 year apart. I guarantee live in the UK.
I was the one buying the Yu-Gi-Oh cards for my friends.
I stole a couple $100 from my parents to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I regret it now, and it's a big reason why I'm so frugal now.
I'm most surprised that a grown man blowing paychecks on Yu-Gi-Oh cards had not only a girlfriend but other women willing to sleep with him. Like 20 packets low.
That's pretty legendary, haha.
The post that isn't to your humble brag have my upvote. I do not understand the reason for telling us to. You know what sub you're in.
Same as how you get water out of your ear, tilt your head to the side and
jump up and down till you feel it come out.
I went through all your replies and didn't see anyone saying that essay. Terrible way to teach your kids who are saying that.
Back in like 2006, each booster pack of 9 cards ranged from like $4. 5 if I remember correctly. Haven't bought a pack or really looked at one in like 10 plus years, so they cold adjusted it since then.
$299 was the absolute cheapest back right when they first came out. Average was about $399, and if you went to the hobby store it was either $499 to $599.
probably a bit of both low.
I mean, most people make more than $20 a week, but yeah.
This is true, but still not a super good concept of how much time it
would take to work for something getting paid $20 a week.
You get any iconic cards.
As a kid in places like Walmart, I would just steal the 1-pack cards once I got home.
I go into the bathroom, lock the door, and just secretly open them up. The crispy new cards were great low.
What was this awful bet that lost you all your cards?
I noticed one of these, so here, take this D.
Imagine if she realized sooner that won't end well on both ends in about a cent. This bitch back to the retirement home.
It isn't the cashier's job to parent the kid or to tell people not to buy things unless they really underage for the product. Is it so important for the story that this lady was a white?
I have nothing to add, but I figured I do jump in. If you bought the foreign packs, otherwise they were $299.
And mostly $399 elsewhere.
They need to know.
I didn't get shit for getting straight as so. I lost motivation and my grades fell. I don't think you understand the mind of a kid very well.